Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Mia platform tutorials. Today we're going to take a look at the data catalog tool that exists within Mia platform. Data catalog is a crucial tool for managing and governing data within an organization. It serves as a centralized and organized repository of metadata that describes the company's data, including its origins, characteristics, and relationships. The catalog provides a clear and detailed overview of the available data resources, facilitating their access, management, and informed use. Let's start with the data catalog home, which you can see on the screen in front of you. This is your central space to explore, organize, and manage metadata across all your connected systems. You'll see the key navigation options at the top, such as the assets, custom properties, and connections. To start, let's have a look at the asset navigation. As you can see here, there is a search bar for you to search all of your assets. If you go into the type section, you can see that you can filter by systems of record, tables, or columns. For this example, let's filter by systems of record. As you can see here, the results are showing all of the different systems of records that are available in the data catalog. For this example, let's take a look at the product systems of record. Once you enter the systems of record, you can see different information such as the name, provider, tags, tables, and description. You can also see any custom properties that are attached to this systems of record. Let's start by navigating into the table section. As you can see here are all of the tables that exist under the product systems of record. For this example, let's enter the addresses table. Within the addresses table, you can find the namespace, tags, also the number of columns, and any description that exists. If we navigate into the column section, you can find all of the different columns that exist under the systems of record in this table. Entering the address ID column, you can find all of the different information about this column, address ID. Expanding into tables and then going into columns and other different features helps you understand how these different assets are related to each other. This approach helps you understand the structure and the relationship between different assets within a single systems of record, making it easier to trace the data lineage and perform different metadata enrichment activities later on. Navigating back to addresses, we can see the table addresses. Navigating back to products, we can see the systems of record and any more tables that exist under it. Navigating back to the Assets tab, you can see that you can also search for your different assets by filtering through table or by filtering through column. This structured approach gives users a clear understanding of how to navigate through assets and their details in a meaningful and consistent way. Another key feature of Data Catalog is custom properties, where you can enrich your metadata by assigning certain custom properties to it. Let's navigate into the Custom Properties tab. Here you can see all of the different custom properties that exist for our data catalog. Let's create a custom property. Let's name the custom property business areas. For the type, let's select the type options, which allows you to put in some predefined options such as marketing, logistics, sales. I will allow for the different options to be selected for a certain custom property. For the applicable asset types, let's select tables and columns. And once that's done, let's go ahead and create this custom property. As you can see here, a new custom property with the name business area has been created. Let's navigate back to the Assets tab and filter by table. Now let's go into the table countries. As you can see here, we are currently in the table countries, which has a certain custom property already assigned to it. Let's add another custom property. Let's select the custom property business areas, which is the custom property we just created. Let's select the value as marketing. And then let's go ahead and click on add. Now you can see here for the table countries, the custom property business area with the value marketing has been selected. The data catalog also supports metadata inheritance. Let's take a look at the systems of records. Let's navigate into the systems of record products. As you can see here, products has this custom property called region, where the value is set to Europe, and it has an inheritance flag. This means if you look at any table in the product system, we will see that all of them have the region set to Europe as well. This means that all of the assets under this system are inherited. These inherited properties can only be edited at the parent level. This feature helps us to maintain consistency across related assets. Now, let's take a look at bulk actions. Bulk actions are a powerful way to apply changes across multiple assets at once. From the search context, let's go in and select type table. This will show you all of the tables that exist in your data catalog. To further filter it, let's go and look for the systems of record products. With this, you now have access to all of the tables that are under the systems of record products. With the selection button here, you can either select a couple of tables or all of the tables that exist in this type and edit their metadata. Let's look at the different metadata that we can edit. For this example, let's edit the business area metadata. As you can see here, you can assign a custom business area such as sales. And then when you go ahead and click on Save Changes, you have basically edited the metadata of every table that exists under the systems of record products to have the business area sales. To further check this, let's enter one of the tables. This is the table's author, and you can see the business area has been updated to sales. What you can also do is edit different types of metadata, or if you'd like, you can also remove and clear the metadata that you have assigned. If you click on clear metadata, the value of all of this metadata will be cleared and you will be reset to the value before. Now, let's move on to the advanced search, which allows you to perform granular queries across metadata. We enriched a few assets earlier with the tag demo. So in the advanced search, I'll start by filtering by tags and searching for all of them that have demo. Now I can refine this even further. We can add a custom filter, for example. Let's go ahead to the custom property business area. Let's look for the value sales and let's click on apply. Now we can see that we only get the assets that have both the demo tag as well as belong to the business area sales. You can combine as many filters as needed here, including custom metadata, business types, asset types, etc. This makes advanced search an incredibly powerful tool for locating exactly what you need across a large data catalog. To recap, we've walked through how to navigate assets from the systems of record, how to enrich multiple assets quickly using bulk actions, how to leverage advanced search to find specific metadata combinations across your catalog. These capabilities make it easier to manage and govern your assets at scale. Let's quickly take a look at establishing connections to your different data sources. In the data catalog interface, if you enter the Connections tab, here you can see a list of available connections that exist for various systems of record. If we go ahead and click on Create a Connection, you can see that we have multiple servers to choose from, such as Oracle, MySQL, Salesforce, etc. Let's select Oracle as an example. As you can see here, for each connection, you need to provide specific information such as server, port, credentials, etc. After you enter the different configurations, you can establish the connection. Now, once that has been connected, as you can see here, you can scan the system by clicking the Scan button on the right-hand side. For this example, let's click on the Scan button for the provider Oracle for the systems of record products. As you can see here, the connection has been established. This initiates asset acquisition, where the agent imports all of the metadata from the systems of record. After the scanning has been completed, as you can see here, all of the assets become available in our catalog. Let's see how it works from the setup all the way to the advanced features. To begin with, let's create a data catalog application from scratch. I'll enter the Mia Platform console and enter the data catalog section. Next, we go into the design section. As you can see here, we're currently in a different revision. Let's go ahead and change the revision. To begin with, you click on create a new revision, and then you give a new revision name. For the purpose of this experiment, let's give the name data catalog 1. Let's go ahead and save that new revision. Once your new revision has been saved, let's go into the application section. In the application section, you will see the data catalog feature. Let's go ahead and click on that. Once you click on that, you can see there's a series of information that needs to be filled in and configured for this data catalog. For the purpose of this experiment, let's just go ahead with the default values for each of them. As you can see here, you can change them for your data catalog. Once we go through each of these, we have now clicked on creating the application. With this, our new data catalog application has been created. In a production environment, we would save this configuration, properly configure all of the resources, and then deploy the application. So as you can see, we can go ahead and save this application. With this, your configuration has been saved. Moving on, you can go onto the deploy section and run the final version of this data catalog with a smart deploy button here. After you click on the revision you want to deploy, you can go ahead and click on smart deploy, and with this you have now effectively run your new data catalog application. With this, we've seen all of the different features that relate to our data catalog in the Mia Platform console. As always, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to book a demo with us on our website. Thank you.